You know, this is my first F1 car. How do you start this thing? Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week we're down in Florida at the Palm Beach International Raceway for Brian Redman's Targa 66. There are cars here you won't believe. Can-Am cars, F1 cars, Le Mans cars. It's like a vintage race, but without the pressure. I can't believe these cars are on the track. Let's go racing. Brian, this is an honor. Believe me, this is an honor to meet you, but to be here for this event. Targa 66 is incredible. How'd this start?
Well, it started 25 years ago, and a friend of mine was retiring from racing, Don Marsh from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
And he said, "How are you doing, Brian?" I said, "Well, so, you know." He said, "Why don't you start a club, a private club for people who don't want to race anymore, but would still have the cars and want to run them?" That's how it started.
And you've done it every year for 25 years.
We have. This is our 25th year here in Palm Beach.
I've been absolutely blown away by what's here, what people bring here. And it's got such an interesting feel. This event's got such an interesting vibe. I mean, everybody's here is having a good time. It's not like everybody's got their game face on and they're, you know, we're gonna go out and we're gonna win. And everybody's, you know, they're driving hard if they choose to drive hard. But everybody's really enjoying it. And the cars you've got here, I mean, these things are, some of these are truly priceless cars.
For the first time, we have a 1965 Formula One Ferrari over there.
That thing is magical.
1.5 litre, 12 cylinders, there's pistons about that size.
And valves like golf tees.
Yes, and this car was new in September of 1969, and I was a factory driver for Chevron. They're built in Bolton in the north of England.
This is still a functional car, and you're still an amazing driver. You don't suppose we could go out in this at some point in time?
Well, they should give it a try. If you've taken your bravery pills, we'll have a go.
I had a whole bottle of them this morning.
Good.
Brian, thank you so much. This is going to be so much fun.
Thank you. Good.
Holy cow, Brian. Wow. Well, Greg, you know what? There's a lot of cool stuff here. But this caught my eye, like right off the bat. This is a real piece of history. Tell me about this car. What are we looking at?
We're looking at a car that ran probably one of the longest Formula One designs. It started running in about 1972. And it's still running in 79. They still ran examples.
So really the same design?
Same design car. So we're looking at an M23B. This is chassis 009. This car ran through 74 through 77.
Okay.
It started for a year in Emerson Fittipaldi's hands.
Wow.
Then it ran, Jochen Mass drove it the next year. And then Hunt and Mass shared it the third year. This car raced in about 32 races,
really?
26 Grand Prix. It's a very tight monocoque. The sides have actually been scalloped out.
Give you
so that their hips could fit in.
You're kidding? Yeah. So with that off, you got to fit in here, right?
Exactly. Your feet are right up against the bulkhead. The engines is the special part of this car. This is a Ford 4-cam 3-liter engine. It made 450 to 480 horsepower in day.
And it's what, 2 liter, right?
It's a 3-liter.
3-liter engine.
All aluminum.
Totally adjustable wing.
Totally adjustable wing. If you look, they're all numbered too. So they must have had a chart in the day that told them exactly where they were and what they wanted to use.
This is what was called a high air box.
This is the high air box. They came out with 2 versions. They lowered it after a while to slow the cars down a little bit because this gave quite a bit of power.
Just because of what it pulled?
Exactly. You would think that that's a lot of mass to move through the air. Yeah. But they got more than enough power back out of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's really what you want to see.
Oh man.
So the injection system, there's a mechanical injector pump, and they all come up here, and these are slide valves that open up. It takes quite a bit of spring pressure, but you can see it opens up with nothing in the way.
Just zoom.
And that's really where some of the power comes from.
It just breathes so well.
Exactly.
Holy cow, Greg, this is just, oh
So
man.
it's neat stuff. It's very
I love how it sounds
very
too.
neat. It does. It does. It does. So we'll be running it a little later on this afternoon. So,
We'll get some
as a matter of fact, at 2:30 we're gonna run it. So
It's a date.
it's coming up.
Thanks,
pleasure
man.
meeting you. Thanks.
My pleasure. Well, Joe, we got a pretty loud group out there right now, but we're going to try and do this because this is a beautiful Alfa Romeo, 1967. 67.
Yeah,
I've never seen this car. This is a really rare car, isn't it?
you never will.
And you
because
never will.
This was the era, the time when Alfa decided to enter sport prototype under 2 liter.
It's an eye-catching car. It's just absolutely beautiful. Is it aluminum? Is it fiberglass?
No, it's all fiberglass with magnesium parts of the chassis, aluminum part of the chassis, and titanium. As a matter of fact, even a fiberglass in 66, 67 in Italy was a new stuff because it was invented in this country.
Yeah.
He was one of the first guys to use the fiberglass.
Well, you know, the rear end is so Alfa Romeo.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's just
Definitely.
so Italian, so Alfa. It's just beautiful. So what is the engine?
The engine is a 2 liter V8.
Wow.
You see, back here is all engine.
So it's a 4-cam engine,
Four
right?
cam, over here the 4 cam, 6-speed transmission.
Really?
6-speed.
And it must be a joy to drive, is it?
I drive on the street, the car is registered. Yeah, the car is registered. Because back then the rules are, the car, windshield wiper, signal, horns, everything.
It's a car.
Yes.
So a 1967 Alfa Romeo 33.2?
33 2 liter, yes.
32 liter. This is one sexy Italian. Roger, I think this is one of the most iconic cars of all time, the GT40,
Yes.
Ford GT40. What year?
66.
And this is the real deal. This is no kit car. This is
Yeah,
no
this-
replica.
This one is real. It is a full race car. It's restored just like it was run.
There were 289s and there were 427s. This is a
289.
289.
And it has a different gearbox. This is a 5-speed gearbox, 289. The 427, which is behind it, has a 4-speed gearbox made in America because the 427 was too strong for the European gearbox.
We just rip them apart.
Yes, so they had some made here, wider gears, but it's 4-speed instead of 5.
I've actually been in one of these once, a real one, the number 2 car. It's just amazing to ride in. I've never driven one. What's it like to drive?
When I first drove this car, I thought that it was one good race car. I
Yeah.
mean, but also drove like a street car.
Seriously.
They're delightful. They shift gears. The engine is, just friendly. Great brakes. The seating position is a little tough for a short guy like me, because I think they designed them for Dan Gurney to sit in there.
He's
and
6 something, right? And the seat is not adjustable, right?
That's correct. Your starters on the console. It's got an ashtray and a lighter.
It's like a car.
It
It's
is.
like a car.
It is. It's very comfortable. See, it even has a speedometer.
Kind of a wraparound dash, too.
It's a complete street car.
And, it's only allegedly, 40 inches off the ground, hence the GT40,
yes,
right?
That's correct.
And then this is the 289 power plant here.
Yes.
With a 5-speed, you said?
5-speed, I believe this one is a Colati. They're unusual in that we call them sequential. In a lot
have
of
to drop
cars,
down through?
you have to hit each gear.
Really?
Yes. You
So it's
can't-
like a motorcycle transmission,
Yes, exactly.
basically.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So 1966 GT40, 289 powered, 5-speed, most iconic car ever built.
Beautiful car.
Thanks, Roger.
Dennis, thanks for having me.
Randy, I'm a Jaguar fan. This is clearly an E-Type, or it started life as an E-Type, or something like an E-Type. What am I looking at here?
This is commonly known as a Lindner-Knocker E-Type Jaguar. Those were two German guys.
Lindner-Knocker?
Lindner-Knocker. And they developed this car as an aerodynamic Jaguar to replace what was going on back in those times with the D-Types and the other stuff.
So what year?
This particular car is 61.
It looks E-Type,
Yeah.
but they're well, some obvious differences.
Yeah.
This looks higher.
It is higher.
This looks flatter.
Yep.
The rear fenders look like they're flared out quite a ways.
They are flared out quite a bit.
Well, and the other thing, you can see the roof line's different. It actually peaks in the center.
It does. It's much more round, and also the windshield is laid back quite a bit.
These raced back in the day? How many did they make?
They made 2 of them. The guy that developed this his name was Linder, the Lindner-Knocker, and he killed himself in it in the second race that he raced it.
Oh, that's not good.
And that car was demolished and put away. So there were actually 2 of them. And then, so these are all reproductions now. There are.
But created back in the day?
Yes, yeah, these are period correct at the time.
Wow, that's just amazing. You were out on the track yesterday, and you met with an unfortunate accident.
Yes.
What happened here?
I couldn't heel and toe it because the
Yeah.
clutch pedal was too far away.
Okay.
So we readjusted the clutch out to here. It's probably going about, I don't know, about 120. And I went for the downshift and I stabbed it, and the pedal moved over and hit the wall and locked the throttle. So now, I'm standing on the binders as hard as I can.
But
It's
the
working.
engine wins.
Yeah, the engine wins. So I spun the car.
But
So
that could have been a lot worse.
it could have been a tremendous amount worse.
This is so different than an E-Type coupe.
Yes.
Really back here, just it drops off.
Yes.
It's got this little almost kick up back
Yes.
here too. Now you've got a really curious interior. I mean, I've never seen kind of a hopsack fabric interior in a Jag.
Well, I'm a little bit too tall for this car, so I had to make these seats. But now it's usable. The original seats that came with it, my head hit the roof. I couldn't even put on a helmet.
Well, and part of it is because they slope off more
Yes.
here.
Well, here and here, and the whole roof is dropped off. Most drivers back in these days were really small, so it probably wasn't an issue for them.
Can we lift the bonnet?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's a 3.8?
It is a 3.8 dry sump motor. It's pretty hopped up. I mean, they tell me it's 375 horsepower.
Wow. Big honking Webers on it.
Yeah, but the car is so light. I mean, it
and it's
flies.
just a magnificent car. And to see, the mods that have been done on it, it's just awesome. So a 61 Jag E-Type.
It's called a Lindner-Knocker.
Lindner-Knocker.
Right.
Wow. Larry, we meet again. This is so great. I mean, the Targa 66 is a great event. Well, you brought 3 cars today. You got the green Ferrari.
Right.
You got the little Porsche here, and then this baby. This is a Bobsy?
It's a Bobsy SR6, and Bobsy was a race car builder from 1958 to 1976
Like California or?
in Ohio.
In Ohio.
Medina, Ohio. I've never heard of any other race cars being made in Medina, Ohio, but anyway, they did a great job, and they were very innovative cars, and they performed well.
What year?
This is 1974, and it's the last series, SR6, Sports Racer 6.
Okay.
And this car ran in Can-Am in the under 2-liter class in the 70s, and then later in IMSA.
Pretty competitive?
Very competitive.
Well, I saw you earlier today. You're out on the track, and you looked like you were having a blast in this
It
thing.
is. It's a lot of fun.
And it looks pretty quick.
It's very quick. A lightweight car. It only weighs about 1,200 pounds.
With 300 horsepower or so, you said?
308 horsepower.
Well, that's a pretty good power to weight ratio.
It's a very quick car. The suspension is wonderful. It handles well. It's got good brakes. So it's a quick car.
Well, it's little, but the cockpit's actually looks pretty roomy.
It is. Well, the rules at that time were for sports racers, they had to have room for 2 seats.
Okay.
You didn't have to have the second seat, but you had to have room for it.
So she's powered by basically a hopped up Pinto. Can we open it up? I mean, how do you take this baby apart?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Some pins.
Yeah, both of those. The top one also over there.
Okay. Top and bottom.
Yep, I got one.
Okay. I got this.
Straight up.
Up, and back.
And drop.
You could take this thing apart in no time at all.
It is. It's very easy to get the body off to service it, and
So this is our Pinto, but Cosworth heads. In fact, this looks like an aluminum block.
it is. Cosworth just took the basic Ford Pinto 2-liter design block and reproduced that block in aluminum, and then built a twin cam head for it and mechanical fuel injection.
Wow.
And the engine will rev at 9,600 RPM.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Well, I love the exhaust setup too, just
Yeah.
over and out. And the builder of the Bobsy does all the suspension and everything. Is
Suspension,
all designed.
uprights, body, has a Hewlin racing transmission. It's a very reliable car, and it's a lot of fun.
So 1974, Bobsy SR6
That's right.
from Medina, Ohio?
Medina, Ohio, yes.
Amazing. Well, I saw you ripping around, and even with a full face helmet on, I could see you had a smile on your face.
I did, and I do. Thank
Larry,
you.
thanks for bringing this baby out.
Yeah.
That looked like too much fun.
That's great fun.
Oh man, Brian Redman's Targa 66 down here at the Palm Beach International Raceway is out of this world. just hanging out with Brian Redman was pretty cool. But the cars, I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to come to this one, you ought to take it.